made a little bit of progress on the 1988 RM125 for the broke to build contest. So what I got done so far, I got the rear end off, I got the rear tire, brakes, up. Well, the brake caliper's still hanging off the master cylinder that's connected to the frame. But anyway, I wanted to see how bad the shock linkage bolts were. I wanted to see how the swing arm bolt that goes through the motor, I wanted to see how bad that was. Surprisingly, with as beat up as this bike is, came out real easy. I know it's not a lot of progress, but it is some. Tomorrow I'm going to get into tearing out the motor. That's going to be the next step, and the step after that is going to be the front end. I'm going to do it that way just so if I take off the front end, the motor's on the bike stand, it's going to wiggle around, so I don't want to do that. But I'd like to hear how your guys' builds are going for the Broke to Build contest 2023 dirt bike building challenge. It's my first year, so I'm a little nervous. I'm trying to do some more YouTube videos on my YouTube channel. I've had 4 or 5 videos on my channel I didn't really do anything with, but I'm hoping this can help me out with my channel, make it grow. But I'm going to turn the camera around. We're going to take a look at what I have off the bike so far, and it's not much, but it's better than nothing. So let's get to that. Since I'm right here, I'm going to show you some of these bolts and axles. This here's the main swing arm bolt that goes to the motor, and then you got the real wheel axle here, and a few of the shock bolts, shock linkage bolts. The chain adjusters, those are a little wrenched, but yeah, those are a lot easier to get out than expected. So there's a swing arm that's off. The swing arm's actually in decent shape, actually, so, but I'm gonna redo it. The rear shock, and then there's a sound server, all the plastic, airbox, seat, and there's the wheel. As you can see, the subframe, well, the rear end of the frame, these didn't have full subframes quite yet, but this fender brace needs welded, obviously. That's the major issue right now. I do have one bolt that's a little hard to get out. I'm going to wait till I get the motor and front end off. That way I can take the frame up, put it on the workbench, get it out easier without beating on it. And hopefully that other bolt isn't going to be an issue. But so that's what she looks like so far apart. For another hour to take her down, guys, so we're gonna do that, and can't wait to see what she looks like, guys. Well, that's all I got right now, guys, so bear with me. I'm busy. I got other stuff I gotta do, but I want to try to get as much stuff done in the first 3 months so I can make sure I take care of all the stuff, like the motor, and if I have to get special parts made, I want to be able to have time for that and take care of the hard to do stuff first, and then the rest is going to be the vapor blast and zinc plating, black chromate. I'm debating on if I should do the motor blue with a vapor hone cylinder, or do a vapor toned motor, but I want to do all the hardware in black chrome. I want black bolts for all of the motor, but I think maybe a blue bottom end, black bolts, vapor hone cylinder. Tell me what you guys think, or should I just do the whole thing blue? But with the frame going to be blue, I don't want to have too much blue, but at the same time, it is a Suzuki from the 80s, guys. Come on, let me know what you want. But I prefer just the bottom end blue. Just have the cylinder accented with my vapor blasting, and then go with the black bolts. The black chromate looks amazing, guys. So stop back and keep an eye out for the next video where the motor's going to be out in the front end. And then after that, we're going to go probably through the frame and the swing arm, refurbishing the frame, well, repairing, sandblasting, powder coating, and doing the swing arm. And then oh, and then we're not there yet, but like the triple clamps and stuff, guys, I want to remove the castings to make it look factory. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments below. I want to add my own special touch to the stock parts to make it look a little bit more trick. I'm trying to make this thing look amazing. So stuff like that, I want feedback. I just want to know your opinion. Alright guys, so the 1988 RM125 is disassembled down the frame. The motor's out, the triple clamps, forks are out. I got a few small things on the frame like brake pedal, little rubber pieces that go underneath the gas tank. I just didn't take that off. I finished up last night, but I had to get to bed. But I'm just getting back to you guys to show you what I found so far with the RM125, and it's not bad. It's not the best, but there's a lot more stuff that I'm going to be replacing than previously thought. Like, so the plastics, I'm going to keep the radiator shrouds in the radiator guard plastic louvers. Those are original, and those are actually really good. The back fender is an aftermarket one. I don't think it's the right year. The front fender is not the right year. So I want to try to keep it as close to original. I don't want to do anything out of the way for the plastics. I want to keep those looking good and original, but like I said, the radiator shrouds, they will be replaced or refurbished. I got a tank on the way, guys. I found a gas tank, so that's what else? The water pump cover I'm going to show you has holes drilled in it, just like the shock body has holes drilled in it. And I don't know what's up with the side case, but there is JB Weld all over it, like a whole spot like that. I'll show you guys that as well. So things I took notice to was the frame being cracked, where the back fender goes, the brace that goes over, it connects one side of the sub from the other. I got a guy going to fix that for me, since I do not have a welder. I do not weld. I need to learn. And the shock body reservoir has little holes in it from a drill, so I'm going to get them filled in, and then I'll buff them out with Prime MX pads. Hear that? Prime MX pads, really good stuff. So let's turn the camera around and let's take a quick walk around and close out this video. All right, guys, I'm gonna start here with the motor, and look at that, beautiful JB Weld, guys. Water pump, same thing. I already ordered one off of eBay. That's in the mail. I'm debating on what to do with this. I need to see what's underneath this. It might just, I might be able to get it welded. Maybe. I don't know yet. But yeah, the motor's out. The bolts look really, really good. Mostly all of them. Other than, like, you could tell someone's been in the top end. So guys, I'm not going to really look in the motor right now, but I took this off. I looked in the exhaust port, the intake port. The piston looks new. The cylinder, from what I can see, looks really good. So I think I'm lucking out there. I'm just going to go right in order as this stuff lays. These are rental handlebars. I am going to restore these. I'm probably just going to do a brushed finish and Cerakote these if I get the Cerakote kit in time. And these are some of the axles to the swing arm, back wheel, chain adjusters. I got new chain adjusters. I found them stock. I'm going to zinc plate them, make them match everything else. But yeah, them radiator shrouds, guys, excellent shape. Excellent shape for 1988. And you don't see these too often. Those are pretty sweet. That's the left side. The right side, same thing. The radiators, they're trashed. Bent, tweaked. Just real trashy, guys. So, but not as bad as this one. Someone had to drill holes. I don't know what people think, what people were trying to do, the owners of that bike. They absolutely do not need to be owning any piece of equipment Yeah, so here's the forks. These are original and they're in good shape. I'm gonna clean them up too. I can vapor blast that. I thought these fork boots right there were in good shape. I was gonna vapor blast them and clean them up, but since they have cracks on them, they're getting new. The wheel, that hub is crusty, really crusty. Yeah. Ugh. So the wheel's gonna get rebuilt. Spokes, depending on how the actual rim is, I'm gonna either polish it or get a gold anodized. But if it's trashy, broken, I'm gonna get a, you know, like out of true, I'm just gonna get a new rim. Triple clamps. Look at that. It's grease. I actually greased that. I mean, there's not much to these bikes, so there isn't a whole lot to show, but yeah, there's the frame. Here's the, I don't want to touch it because it's barely on this little stand. I need to get a different stand. Take that bike off, use it for this, but yeah, it's definitely a little broken. Right here too, it's cracked. Like I said, a few parts. The rubber piece, them two rubber pieces, a clamp, foot pegs. Oh, the linkage, I forgot about that. That needs to come off. And all these are for the radiator mounts, guys. I can find them. There's 6 of them. It's like $60 for all 6 of them pieces, because they're like, I don't know, $11 a piece, 11, 12. The frame is actually in decent shape. 10th letter, 1988 J. So yeah, she's apart, guys. There's gonna be some work gonna be done with this thing, and I'll be videotaping, and as I do my videos, hoping to get better. Swing arm is in pretty nice shape for the year. That's gonna get restored. New bearings as well. Seat's trashed, I think. Kinda. Well, the seat pan is trashed. I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about getting that fixed. I have a couple different ideas. A couple different people I talked to might send it out. Back wheel. There's a few broken spokes on the back wheel. So that rim might be trashed. We'll see. I believe these are stock original side covers, but there's a crack in one of them right there. I don't want to put something with a crack on it, and that hole drilled there, I don't think that's original. I don't want to deal with that. Air box. Needs an air filter cage. If I can't find one, I'll talk to a guy. He owns 3DP Moto. He does plastic 3D printing. I already talked to him, so what I would have to do, send this cage out to him, send out the screw, which I need one of them, that screws the air filter into the box. What else do I need for it? Oh, an air filter. Send it out so he can make one, get the correct dimensions. So if you guys need anything like that, talk to him, see how that's gonna turn out. But yeah, she's dirty. Gonna have dirt. She's not gonna look like that when I'm done with it, of course. So yeah, so guys, that's a wrap on the teardown of this 88 RM125. So if you guys have any ideas or thoughts or any parts for sale that I may need, leave a comment down in the video with an email address or not phone number, and I'll get back to you. I'm hoping maybe somebody might have some parts or spare motor or or whatnot. But yeah, I hope you guys are liking the video so far. I mean, it's kind of, you know, your typical teardown bike. But I'm going to work on the frame first, suspension, swing arm, and wheels. That way I have a rolling chassis and can move this thing around the garage. I need to remodel my garage. It's not in the best of shape. I just haven't had time. Over the last couple of years, I've been on the road most of my life, and I finally got away from doing all that. But I'm hoping to have behind that door, it's going to be another workshop area, part of the workshop. That's going to be nicer. It's probably going to be where stuff is going to be being built, but that probably won't happen while I'm doing this build, because I got other dirt bikes in there. I got mountain bike projects, I got dirt bikes, and I need some more time to get everything figured out. And so don't mind the mess. Enjoy the videos, like, subscribe. Well, I'll talk to you guys later. Saw what just happened. Like and subscribe.